We're going to do a little test here with this JS2 with a 9-inch coil. Now, some of what I'm going to show here is going to apply to some other VLF detectors, okay? Probably both multi-frequency and the single-frequency ops detectors. Because we're going to use mono program on some of what I show here on this. I did a video yesterday showing a nail below the plane of a cone. I believe it was a dime. Well, we're going to do a nickel this morning, but I've got a longer nail. I'm going to show you this here. You see how long that nail is? About 2.5 inches long. And I've got this here sitting up here. And it is roughly maybe a little over 1.5 inches above the nail. That nickel there, okay, a US nickel. Now the nail is laying, I'll leave this ruler laying here. That's the orientation of the nail, okay? So you don't get confused watching this video. You know, when you're out in a side of hunting, and you get over a target and you don't like the ID, you might want to turn on it, okay? And this video here is going to suggest that very thing. And also, what advantages does multi-frequency have? So anyway, I'm in the bone stock fast program, okay? I've got the ID blowed up on this machine. Now I'm going to come across the nail with the nickel. That's a spot-on ID for a nickel. 64 with this detector, okay? Now, down the barrel, look at there. See that? Let me see that in that camera there. 53, 54, okay? Part program, bone stock, boys, coming across the nail. Pretty good ID on that nickel. Now, I'm sweeping about, I'm going to guesstimate about 4 inches above that nickel, okay? Look at that ID. Not too good, huh? Okay, deep high conductor. Again, we're coming across the nail, about 4 inches above it with a coil. That's a good ID on that nickel that way, okay? What about this way? Not too good, huh? Okay, mono program. We're going to look at a few frequency bands here. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to dial down. This is 4.4 kilohertz. Okay, coming across the nail. So 4 kilohertz doesn't even like it coming from what we call the easy way, meaning ID. I'll go ahead and sweep down the barrel of the nail. Notice that's a nickel, but look at the ID. Way up in the 90s. Okay, so now we're going to go 7.5 kilohertz, mono program. Still no good ID on that nickel. And that's the easy way. Here's the hard way. 82, 83, that's high. Next band, 13 kilohertz. This is the easy way coming across the barrel of the nail. Still no good ID, and this is the hard way. Still reads about 10 points high. 17 kilohertz. Okay, now this is the easy way coming across it. It's better, but still not good, okay? And then here's the hard way. So that's better, but still not real good, okay? 25 kilohertz. Okay, now we're getting close. That's the best yet, but now that's the easy way. What about the hard way? Still reads high. 32 kilohertz. That's the next band. Okay, this is the easy way. Oh, look at there. That's good ID. But that is the easy way. Here's the hard way. Still reads high. Okay, we're going to the top here. We're at 40.4. That's a very good ID. This is the hard way to sweep. So that's 71 and 72. Okay, so I reached the end, okay? 71, 72 is what we got for ID. Let's go back here to fast program. Okay, so using mono, I don't believe you can use a program on this detector and sweep down the barrel from 4 inches above that nickel and get an ID. Now, this is a 9-inch coal. That could drive this somewhat, okay? So for you cherry pickers out there, even using multi-frequency on this machine, you know, you see what you got there. You can see that with your very own eyes. The setup, okay? So if you're cherry picking and you hear signals, you might decide to turn on some of them, and you know, your results, you might see the real ID coming there of the target. I hope you enjoyed.